Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a playoff team from last year, Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Ermstreet. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Bringing it out, it's Smith. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The offense will take their first head out of the half to talk strategy here. First play looking to throw it. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown, Nittany Lions, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Come out in the playoff game, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barr. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Motion now from the tight end. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the vertical. Stop him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. But they can't make the connection. Ball is incomplete. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Lets it fly to the wide out. And this time it's complete. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Watson. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Takes a hit just as he lets it fly. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop him this time. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a 1st down.
And Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. A direct snap. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now. Caught in the backfield. It's Reynolds. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Bringing it out, it's Carr. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been had he left it in the end zone. Lions offense retakes the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Fights off a defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, great job up front here getting this first down by this Penn State offense. And great combination over the years that we've seen in State College. The ability to run the football with an offensive line that can get that push and a big physical back to be able to pick up those yards to get those first downs.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. First down, looking for more now. Here he goes. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The defense not fooled at all.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. Were able to stop that reverse in its track.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Looking for the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And it's taken right on the midfield logo. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, what a grab! They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Another great play by this receiver, and I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Here we go, first play of the quarter, offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive. That's a safety for the defense.
Man, that is a big-time play for this defense. Not only do they get a couple points, they get the football back as well. It should give these guys a spark and some momentum.
He gets loose. And out comes the offense, set to take over here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. That one moves the ball across the 40.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking deep down the right side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
Offense facing a third and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky fourth down decision? And he dumps it off to the tight end. Make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver, completion.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And it's a touchdown. But wait, looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's find out if this one's going to count. Now it's second down here. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw yet again. Grab down the middle. It's Reynolds. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
This receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
The Nittany Lions pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Signs the quick throw. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Penn State.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
30. Miami, 7.
Bringing it out. It's Carr. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last time out there, they surrendered a safety. The pass rush closing in. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Receiver makes the grab. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The defense showing blitz here. That's reeled in. It's Carr.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
Important second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So the incompletion completion. It sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught quickly. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice 1st down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the 1st half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
The Hurricanes line up on 1st and 10 now. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Receivers are bunched together. Tight end goes in motion. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Lets it go quickly. He's got it in the open. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that 1st down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Caught in the flat by the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down play coming up. Looking to throw again. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
11th play of this grinding drive here in the playoff game. 3rd down and short. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal.
The toss play now, running left. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, obviously the first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something they can build off when they get back out here at halftime.
Set up for the PAT. And he knocks it right through. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pulls it in. It's White. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quick throw. The catch is made. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. And the Nittany Lions have 1st and 10 here. Takes the toss and heads left. He spins free and he's in the clear. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this away to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. Quarter, down by a couple of possessions. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They get him down, but a big gainer to the 42.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
That massive play moves it across midfield to the plus 42. First down. It's a run to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Tailback takes the handoff again, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Quick throw to the left. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Stock right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Watson. And he's brought down, but they lead him backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's third and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one, and now they're in business.
The Hurricanes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line.
Well, I like how the quarterback used his eyes to move the defense and then came back and made an accurate throw there on the quick slant.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. To the air. It's St. Clair. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Miami. Now the try for the two-point conversion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's not going to get there. The two-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. State offense is back out on the field. So some of that first half lead is gone. This game has gotten tighter. There's some urgency now in this possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught. Completion. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Here's the second down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Way too much speed on that play. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Carr. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Play action here on first down. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And it's hauled in, catch made way downfield. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. A quick strike to be able to climb back into this football game. Now can the defense do their job and get a stop? Give this hot offense the football back.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. 27. Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He makes the grab. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now. He'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. Touchdown, Penn State. They couldn't stop him there.
Well, this tight end is an absolute weapon with the ball in his hands. They give get him the ball. The whole crowd seemed to know what was about to happen. He took off and took it to the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rob. He's brought down at the 16, but been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Gives it to the back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Offense operating from the pistol. To throw. It's St. Clair. The receiver makes the catch. Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this third quarter. And Kirk, it's Penn State on top as we break for the quarter. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Have been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
And the Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense to give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw to his receiver, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
The Canes offense is on the move now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. Oh, that one's picked off.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up 1st downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
They're going backwards to open up this drive after the loss. 2nd down and 15. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. Look out, off and running. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They are pouring it on now.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Carr. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Looking for a man deep down the middle. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Now, trailing by this much in the fourth quarter, the defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back in this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Third and long. He'll try to pass it again from his own end zone. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. There's contact on the throw. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Touchdown, Penn State. A defensive score in this playoff